from Holy Cross Prep Academy. The playoffs are only heating up, and tonight it's the South Jersey non-public B semifinal between the Holy Spirit Spartans and the Holy Cross Lancers here in Delran, New Jersey. Hello everybody, I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Damian Waiters on the call tonight. Damian, this may be our second to last playoff game of the season with West Hampton Tech waiting in the wings on Saturday. But as of now, we're back here just off of 1:30 for a Holy Cross team that's 25-4. They've got 1,000-point Jordan Owens. They've got almost everything going for them. The 4 losses they've had this year, 2 to Thrive Charter, 1 to Rutgers Prep, the #1 seed in this tournament, and another in early regular season to Rumson Fairhaven. There's not a lot of teams, if any, in the local area that can stop the Holy Cross Lancers.
No, absolutely. And for Marcus Bullock and his Lancer squad, you know, he has to be pretty proud of his guys. Not too many guys on the squad. It's not too many depth, but for some coaches to speak of that, it's probably more camaraderie. I would love to say about, you know, having that lower number of guys on the team, but having a lot of guys who can really go, a lot of guys who love each other as the season goes on. I mean, 29 games and only 4 losses, that's something to really speak of, and they're looking to continue that tonight against a really good Holy Spirit team.
Yeah, this is a rematch from the South Jersey non-public B quarterfinals last year, but everybody got a little bit better. St. Rose was the #1 seed in this bracket last year. Not a lot of teams could stop them. Again, nobody could stop them. But Rutgers Prep was #3, Holy Cross was #2, and Holy Spirit was #4. So Holy Spirit got a seed better with St. Rose getting bumped out of they were in the #8 seed after having a somewhat disappointing regular season, but that's what happens when you have an all-senior lineup. But for Holy Cross, again, their versatility and their explosive offense is what makes them special. They can score from outside. They can score from inside. They can jam the ball if they want to. There's a lot of guys like Tristan Ganges and Josh Swain who really get down low inside, and they've got a lot of explosive strength. I mean, they've got their own personal trainer in Marrero Performance who they do a great job of getting these players ready. We saw 45 minutes before these players got on the court, they were doing their workouts like it was a regular practice. That's how much this explosive offense is factored to Holy Cross. But then for Holy Spirit, we saw them. They're a team that can shine under the bright lights. They upset Cherry Hill East on this very floor back in early February at the HCPA Showcase. So there's a lot to like about both teams tonight.
It's absolutely, and for Kyle Dine and his Holy Spirit Spartans, he has a lot of depth on this team. You know, a lot of guys on the court. You gotta wonder what the game plan is going to be for him as he sees the scores. There's a lot of scores for Holy Cross. A lot of guys that can get to it. Josh Swain is, I would believe, one of their go-to guys. But when they look down low, like you said, to Tristan Ganges, it's going to be really big for the Holy Spirit to cover.
Well, Holy Spirit's a team of sharpshooters, and Holy Cross is a team of sharp everything. We'll be back in just a minute. The American flag being lowered beneath us as here from the Holy Cross Prep Academy in Delran. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Damian Waiters on the call. Vincent Foch is our producer this evening as we've got non-public B semifinal action between Holy Spirit and Holy Cross coming up after the break. The lights have been re-illuminated in the gym of Holy Cross Preparatory Academy here in Delran, New Jersey. I'm Dan Wilkins. I'm joined by Damian Waiters on the call. If you're just joining us, Vincent Focht is my producer for the evening. A lively crowd. We've been at this Holy Cross gym many times over, but rarely with an atmosphere as bright as this. Winner plays the winner of number 1 seed Holy Cross and number 5 seed Bishop Eustis in the semifinal, or rather in the sectional final, which would be on Monday, March the 9th. Holy Spirit 20-6 under Kyle Dine, 11-1 in the Cape Atlantic United. Referee is going over toward they're going over towards some of the fans in the visiting section, and they're asking them to move up a row for the sake of the baseline. So I've never seen that before, but they're asking everybody that's on the baselines to not sit on the floor. It's Nicholas under it for Holy Spirit, and we're underway as Swain was under it for Holy Cross. First possession goes to the Lancers, courtesy of Jordan Owens. Gertchick over to the right side, trying to find something to stick here. Firing out to the left side. Martino at the volleyball line. These two teams again met last year. They technically crossed paths at the Holy Cross Showcase, but only as teams passers-by. Swain, left side. Swain, 3. Go! The 1-2 punch from Tristan Ganges to Josh Swain. And the Lancers get the first basket of the evening.
And you know, if Holy Spirit's going to sit in that zone, I definitely believe no problem that Marcus Bullock is going to tell his squad to pass across that and get that 3 there from Ganges over to Swain. There's a quick defensive possession there. That was good defense down low by Tristan Ganges to alter that shot.
That one goes out to the right side after a miss on the other end of the floor by the Spartans. Again, Holy Spirit 20-6 on the season, 11-1 in the Cal United. They won the division, but the only team better than them by overall record was Vineland, who we saw versus Lenape in the South Jersey Group 4. As this is a deep 3, no good. Took a gamble, and we're going to have a foul here as Holy Spirit will pick one up, courtesy of Sean Gormley. First foul of the game gets charged against Holy Spirit.
Hey, a good way to space out there by Gormley. He's just trying to stay on top of the ball. Holy Spirit knows that they have to be very, very physical in this game.
Absolutely, as this will be inbounded. Martino running out of time. He pump fakes. Almost ran out of time. Might have been at 4.5 seconds or whatever, but it's over to Martino on the left side. Underhand flip to Owens. Owens out towards the center now for Gertchick. They'll flip it back to Owens. Ball will get away. Turnover, favor of Holy Spirit. This one will go up. Over the middle, no good. And Martino will get that one back as the steal was picked up by Kevin Brewster. And it'll be Swain on the left side. Makes a man miss, but not for long. Still hounded on the defensive side. Owens driving at the baseline, tries to save it. Ganges goes up, through contact, no good. Puts it down, and it'll be Holy Spirit to get the ball back after some heavy contact. Did not solicit a whistle from the referees.
That's back-to-back defensive possessions, good defensive possessions, for Holy Spirit. And Sean Gormley a part of both of them, just being very, very stout down low.
5:35 left in the first and counting. That one's gonna go out of bounds. Only one basket in the first 3 minutes so far. So with Holy Spirit inbounding here, see if they can get their first basket of the afternoon. Or of the evening, I should say.
Yeah, Gonzalez just trying to tell Kevin Brewster to just slow down a little bit.
That one almost got the roll off the front of the iron. Gonzalez will get it back. He makes a miss through contact. That'll be a foul. Martino disagrees, but through the momentum, it's a foul nonetheless, and Josh Swain runs into Gonzalez for the shooting foul. It was a great decision. The pump fake got his man in the air. And he jumped with him while he. That's true. That was enough to get into shooting motion. Absolutely. First shot is good from Jordan Gonzalez. 6'5", senior, 711 points for him in his 2 seasons at Holy Spirit, 261 career points. This season, 331 points, 130 rebounds, he's got 67 assists. Martino has it now, as it's a lead that's been cut to 3-2 here in the early going. Over on the right side, Martino. Again, the versatile multi-sport athlete for Holy Cross gets a jump stop. Now he's got to set something here. Ooh, that's close. It'll go to Gerchik, though, on the right side. Flips it back, Martino to Swain. Swain fading on the right wing, sliding back over towards the top. A lot of passing around the world here for Holy Cross, but eventually they'll find a lane. Gerchik through contact, it's good. Gonna be a physical one tonight here in Delran as a 2-point lay inside through a heavy defensive stand by the Spartans makes this one 5-2.
Absolutely. And Cross, they wanted a foul right there, but a good job there. Ryan Gerchik just to go through the contact, get that bucket in, soft touch.
Bounce pass. Brewster trying to get out of it, guarded by Martino. Bit of a size difference, fading away. Had to let something go in an act of desperation, but it's no good. It'll go back to Holy Cross, who brings this one back to Swain. He'll pull up for 3, no good. That was from pretty deep on the top of the key. Couldn't get anything going there. Over on the right side, 5-2. Low scoring affair so far in the first 4 minutes of 32. On the left side, firing in, tries to tip, and it goes. A tip by the skin of the teeth that time as Jaden Kurtz gets that basket to fall. It's 5-4.
Great job, able to tip the ball in, fighting down low with Kanges, but Martino hits a 3 on the other end.
How many times have we seen Joey Martino this year make triples like that? It's not a lot of guys who can shoot like him because it's so unexpected. You don't think he's going to shoot from there. You don't think he's got the confidence to do it in a situation like this. No, but voila, he does. Here's a nice pull-up jumper from mid-range. Batted away. I should say batted into the offensive space. Brewster gets called for a travel. That was a really good offensive rebound that time.
Yes.
To do it fluidly. Get the ball in the air, take it out of your hand, and in one solid motion, just get the ball out to your teammate. Unfortunately, the latter half ended up committing a travel.
That was a great call by the referee. I mean, he set his feet, and then he took one extra step, but it was really quick. That was a great time to see that.
Swain out to the corner, now sliding into the baseline as Ganges double guarded here. Holy Spirit doubling up on the ball, and it worked that time as contact. Wow. Gonzalez couldn't get anything with Ganges. Back to Swain, ball gets tipped, look out. I almost had a save on that one, but the backpack took that one. We've had to do that during the soccer season where I got to like put my hands up and
ball coming right at you. Probably fast.
Probably
way soccer
faster.
Team.
Yeah,
soccer season.
It's kicked. Yeah.
Man.
Whew. 2:25 left in the first. Gerchik goes up. All ball was to block. Maybe that was. I thought that was tipped. Yeah, I thought that was a clean block that time by number 20, Aiden Hartman. And now he'll go over to the left side.
Great
barely staying inbounds. Bounce pass. Heavy contact, but it leaves a wide open lane as that one falls for Sean Gormley. Wasting no time. Holy Cross blazing down the end of the floor. They don't even inbound it. They just pass it 60% of the way up. And then they get there some way or another. Martino on the left side, now taking his time. See, they used 80% of their speed to get up to the floor, and now they've stopped in their tracks. It's now Gerchik lets a floater go. Ryan Gerchik letting a lot fly from inside, and it's 10-6.
Holy Cross looking down low to Gerchik. Holy Spirit looking down low to Sean Gormley. It's really been, like you said in the pregame, it's going to be battling down low. Two guys. There's a steal by Josh Swain.
Swain on the right hand. It's blocked by Gonzalez. Trapped against the board. Great block by Gonzalez. Now hounded from behind by Martino. Hook pass inside. Good.
How about the block and then down on the other side, the assist by Gonzalez to Kurtz. Beautiful basketball.
Kurtz now a 3. Martino no good, and it opens the door for Spirit to tie the game. 1 minute left in the opening quarter here from Holy Cross. Right side. Moving inside now, jump stop, back out. Over to Brewster on the left, bobbled it, tried to hang on. 3. Good! No doubt about it! Cold Stone Brewster. 11-10 Spirit. Kyle Dine getting right in the middle of it, right in front of his players there to make sure they're on the same page. 20 seconds left.
You know, Coach Dime might be the 6th man on the floor here for the Spartans.
Looked like he was starting to play defense himself. But Brewster with the triple. 11-10. Back out. Checks up a 3. No good. Rebound by Gonzalez. They'll have 4 seconds. He'll lose it. Martino's got it. They'll heave. Not going to have time. And at the end of the first quarter, Kyle Dine of Absecon is fired up as the Spartans of Holy Spirit lead the Lancers of Holy Cross 11-10 after the first. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Dan Wilkins Broadcasting his coverage of the South Jersey Non-Public B Semifinals. This broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. Over 90% of students who take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper pass on their first attempt. Book an appointment today at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman at 614 Lambs Road. Inbounded by Holy Spirit, they hold a 11-10 lead after going on a 7-0 run to end the quarter. They were down 10-4, but a couple of two-point baskets, and then a big 3 from Kevin Brewster. He's going to try to get another one, and he will. Kevin Brewster knocks another down, and it's 14-10. Again, the kid's just confident. He's confident right now. It's paying off.
Absolutely. Extreme
Here
amount.
comes another 3. Ganja's no good. The big man, the stretch 4, stretch 5, tried to get that one to go. But it's now a 10-0 run for Holy Spirit. Easily the best offensive run. I mean, it could be one of the best offensive runs we're going to see all postseason here if they can keep Holy Cross honest and if they can keep them cold. Ganges. Travel.
Yeah.
Man, what did they put in Kyle Dine's coffee this morning? He is elated. Got so much energy on the floor tonight.
He doesn't want to go home. You know, he really, really wants to win, and that speaks to the way that this Holy Spirit team has been playing all season in a really, really tough Cape Atlantic league, and probably Cape Atlantic's hardest division.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we could talk about the Cal American all we want, but, you know, with this division, you've got Vineland hounding you every night. You've got Pleasantville, Hamilton. You know, I would say that these two teams are similar in the fact that their division has a high tier of, you know, stars of teams. Vineland, Holy Spirit, and Pleasantville. And then for, you know, the BCSL Liberty, you've got the big 3 of Cross, Thrive, and West Tech. But then in both divisions, you get a steep drop-off after that in competition. That 3 is off the mark. Both teams going cold. Jump ball. Trying to rip it away that time. Swain and Hartman sharing a little pleasantry that time. As with 6:18 left in the first half, moving along quickly here, 14-10, Holy Spirit.
Good job there by Hartman to be in position to fight for it. Calls the jump ball.
That one goes out of bounds. Missed Martino that time. Holy Spirit's feeling good, I can tell you. They are feeling good. They're feeling confident.
And the gas inside of that car has been the defense. And you know that for Kyle Dine and his squad, that's really where it starts. No substitution so far.
For either team,
yeah.
Both teams have kept their original starting 5 in, which, again, you know, we talk about in the professionals. We talk about load management. We talk about substitutions and managing minutes and whatnot. But these are high school kids, age, you know, 15 to 18. this is the best that they will almost ever be athletically. So this is when they're at the top of their stamina,
Absolutely.
when they're at the top of their physicality, as that three rims off the front, as this one, Martino, I think he tried to embellish that one a little bit, but he'll get it back. Referee's got good eyes tonight. They're calling a lot of things really well. In a physical game, it's hard to get a lot of things right. Referees are calling a good one tonight. At least so far.
They're doing a great job.
I don't want to give everybody too much credit so far, too early, but Swain stops in the paint, moves out to the right side. It's back to Owens. He'll drive inside. Nice fake. Martino able to save it in the far corner. They're still trying to get everybody in trouble here as Ganges, low floater, Gerchik rebound, scramble in the paint, and a late whistle, but a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will go in the favor of the Spartans.
Able to cause a jump ball that time and really fighting for it. And yet another good defensive possession for Holy Spirit. It's starting to linger into those times for Holy Cross and Marcus Bullock that they haven't really seen before. A great defensive team nonetheless.
That's a foul. On his way up, contact with 21, Jaden Kurtz. And he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Not a lot of fouling in the first half. We've only seen 2 fouls here on Holy Cross, and neither team got even close to the bonus in the second quarter. First shot is no good from Kurtz. In front of the Holy Cross student section, they got boom whackers of some kind. I don't know what they are, but they're making an impact because he just missed both.
Yeah. Wow, and a tangle up.
Over on the right side.
Wow.
Owens over to the corner. Swain, he's got Martino open. He sees it. Martino finds it, and it's good. Timeout, Marcus Bullock. Holy Cross cuts the lead to 1 with that little drop in a bucket 3. It'll be a full timeout. We will take a break as well. 14-13. Let's turn this up real quick. You hear that, Dane? Let's take a break. 14-13. Welcome back. It's an all-black night for Holy Cross and the Lancers to match their all-black jerseys. Definitely love the threads that Holy Cross wears every night as Holy Spirit will inbound this one. We've got 4:40 left in the second quarter. 14-13. Right side. Over to the far corner, trying to hang on to it is Gormley. He's being hounded by Gerchik. They're going to dump it off to Gonzalez. Bounce pass. Now a hook pass from Gonzalez to Gormley. Gets swiped away. Martino for the lead. It's good. Joey Martino with a nice little scoop and score at half court. 15-14 Holy Cross.
And as a defense, that's just a great time. That's a great time to be a defensive player with in a great spot by Joey Martino. You see a team is trying to swing it around, and you're just in a great spot to put a hand out, steal the ball. Great hands on the perimeter.
Oh, hard fall. What do we got here? Travel.
That call could have went either way.
Just a lot of guys getting into each other. The momentum goes one way. And Holy Cross will retain the lead after denying Holy Spirit a chance at the basket. Gerchik, right side. Over to the top for Martino. Underhand flip. Right side for Martino now. High pass. Owens with 1,200 points in his career here at Holy Cross in Delran, New Jersey. Martino at the volleyball line. He can shoot it from there, but only up by 1. Well, I say that. He's taken those risks before, and it's paid off as there's a 3, no good, but a wide open box out for Gonzalez, who picks up his 3rd rebound. Open, underhand flip. What a move, what a score! Fantastic poetry in motion by the Spartans as Jaden Kurtz gets the basket to fall after a wonderful fake by number 1, Kevin Brewster. 16-15. 3. Good! Nothing but net! Josh Swain. Lancers have the lead.
That's already 2 threes for Swain, and that's not what they expected for him coming into this game. They're going to have to step out on it.
3 minutes left. That ball goes into the second row. They're going to say it was tipped, and they just turned it around. Holy Cross disagrees. Marcus Bullock staying a little stoic. You can tell the home crowd did not like that call at all. Willie Brewster on the right side. But yeah, they originally said it was going to be cross ball, but then the other referee from the back intervened and said that it was tipped. Offensive foul. I guess there's one to come back for it.
Wow, that was yeah, it goes against Hartman that time. And he's a great player for the Spartans down low. Yeah, he gets to go call for call, like you said, yeah.
Referee having a discussion with Kyle Don. 2:30 left in the second. 18-16. Gerchik creates some space. Another multi-sport athlete for Holy Cross. Nice little move there, out to the corner. Owens fires to Martino. Gets it around. Owens, no good on the 3. Tipped by Brewster, and we're gonna have a foul. And it'll be on Spirit. Foul is gonna be on 21, Jaden Kurtz. And Kyle Dine choosing to keep his choice words to himself to avoid anything extracurricular. Yeah. 18-16. Again, in a playoff game, referees may have a little bit more of a leniency on coaches complaining. Oh, and a bad pass there. Martino saves it, but not for long. It's a turnover. Back to Holy Spirit. Gonzalez will bring this one up the floor.
Holy Spirit has switched into a multitude of different defensive sets. From a 2-3 to a 1-3-1 to a 3-2. I mean, it's
what a pass, Gonzalez. Brewster, no good on the 3. Gonzalez has it again. He's really been quietly orchestrating this offense with a lot of crafty passes. That ball gets batted halfway to the ceiling. Holy Spirit gets called. It's just out of bounds. No foul. 2 fouls on each side here in the second quarter. With 1:30 remaining, 18-16. Martino calls the play. Goes over to Ganges. Swain, no good on the 3. And again, one thing that Holy Cross has struggled with is those offensive rebounds. You saw on that 3 and you saw in a handful of other plays that Holy Spirit was just not even really being contested when the shot was on its way down. If you're going to shoot a 3, you've got to get inside and try to crash those boards, because if you're not going to get it on the first try and you're not even going to attempt a second try, then why bother?
Yep.
3, no, 2. 2 is good by Brewster. But he fell away, and then we're tied up 18 all. Low-scoring affair, though, but this game has blazed by.
Yes.
The lowest-scoring first half in DWB history was on this floor last year, 15-14 at half. .25 seconds. Gerchik. Right side for Martino. Moves around. He'll get it back. 18 on the clock. Tied up, 18 apiece here at Holy Cross. Winner faces the winner of Rutgers Prep and Bishop Eustace. Oh, he fell away. Travel is called on Josh Swain as he was going through the motions there. And we'll have 6.6 on the clock. Holy Cross wasn't really ready for the offensive possession. He'll chuck it up. No good. Martino won't get anything there. And at the end of the first half, as he launched that one towards the grandstands, After 2 frames here in Delran, the Holy Spirit Spartans from Absecon, 18. The Holy Cross Lancers from Delran, also 18. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear.
Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well. The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside. It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need. And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives. If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research.
Ugly to end the day for Luke Pokrovsky. A little pop-up, first base side, he calls for it, and for the first time in 33 years, the Charlotte Cougars will hoist the trophy and face Middlesex on Monday. 4-3, Cougars win it. And in the battle of green and gold, the trophy stays true with the visitors. What a finish! And Shalleck will pack their bags for Middlesex and the Blue Jays when the weekend turns around to Monday. Eplite, you know, he's, again, one time leaving the bases loaded is frustrating enough. Doing it twice in a row. Oh, how about this? Line drive. They're going to, no, he's throwing it around the infield. They're going to throw him out at first. He's out. I have never seen that before. That is a 5-4-3 ground out because the third baseman thought he caught it. The home plate umpire said no, So he threw it around the infield and then got the out at first anyway because the batter thought he was out.
The batter stopped. The third baseman thought
Everybody
he caught
stopped.
it, and it touched.
Doubleheader reached first on an error in the first at-bat of Game 2. This one's lined into center field. Slider going over. He dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Ryan Slider makes the catch. Not on a slide, but instead on a dive. 2 away.
Two minutes remaining. 4 fouls on St. Joe's. One more and it's a bonus, which would greatly help Gloucester Catholic. The moving graveyard! It's a one-point game just like that! This place is going nuts! And now a drive to the basket by Spross. He lays it up and lays it in! St. Joe's has 2 timeouts remaining. Gloucester Catholic still has 3. Here we go. Mascaro pulls up. He goes for 3! 6 points! Jack Mascaro has tied the game with 90 seconds remaining. How will the Wildcats respond?
Welcome back to Holy Cross Preparatory Academy. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Damian Witters on the call. Vincent Post is our producer for the evening. Fun first half, should be an even better second half. It's 18-18, a low-scoring affair at that, but both of these teams working through it right now. Holy Spirit had a 10-0 run extending from the end of the first into the start of the second quarter, and now Holy Cross and Holy Spirit have kind of been in a dogfight back and forth. A lot of missed shots, but not for a lack of trying. There's been a lot of good defense, a lot of heavy blocks. Two pretty tall teams out on the floor tonight, and they're making it a pretty defensive game.
Yeah, not too many substitutions for either of these teams, either Spirit or Cross. Looks like Cross definitely came out and looks like they just wanted to do what they've always done this entire season, play their brand of basketball, get their good shots. And it looked like for Spirit and Kyle Dine, they kind of wanted to come out and figure out Cross, figure out their game plan. And they've done a great job in doing that.
Absolutely. Bringing you back here, second half of coverage. We're off tomorrow. We were originally supposed to have JUCO baseball. That has been postponed to Sunday due to rain. Our next broadcast will be the Group 3 Central Jersey sectional final between the Middletown South Eagles and the West Hampton Tech Panthers. We're going to start at 1 p.m. and you can see Kyle Dine and the referee kind of going back and forth there, but he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and said, I'm not listening to you today. Swain at the line. He missed his first, but yeah, we'll have Middletown South, West Hampton Tech Saturday at 1, and then we will have baseball between Camden County and RCSJ Gloucester from the Rutgers Camden Complex in Camden, New Jersey, 11 a.m. on Sunday, March the 8th. Then we'll have Rutgers Camden baseball on their true home field on Tuesday, March the 10th versus Centenary College, a Division III school in America East. That ball goes out of bounds. A lot of sloppy possession. Swain goes 0 for 2 from the line. Now Gonzalez gets a bad pass. Honestly, it's going to be whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this game.
Yes, that's absolutely true, Dan, and you couldn't have said it better. And the Holy Spirit is definitely going to do all they can to continue to make that the statement of this game. It's going to be based on one mistake.
Moving inside, Ganges got 3 players on him. It's a jump ball. Let's take a look at what Holy Spirit is capable of in the Cape Atlantic United. We mentioned they were 11-1 in division play. Again, it's a division that had really 2 true contenders, maybe 2 more second-tier teams, and then 3 teams near the bottom. You could see Vineland and Holy Spirit both with 20-plus wins and under 7 losses. And then Pleasantville and Hamilton, and then the final 3, Cape May Tech, Oakcrest, and Buna. There's a foul.
That's a great job that time by Jaden Kurtz, just staying with it, jumping with his misses. Him and Kevin Brewster, number 1, just really doing a great job at providing these second chances. And when you add Jordan Gonzalez doing what he can to kind of space out the floor a little bit as Kurtz makes his first, the offensive possessions really can only continue to get better and continue to progress in a really positive way.
Kurtz, a sophomore, 27 for 46 from the line going into that appearance, 58.6, and he drills both.
Oh, that's a great pass.
And a nice finish. Tristan Ganges wasting no time, gets the game tied up 20 apiece. Over on the left side, Gonzalez bounce pass. Again, he is such a great passer. And again, as a he is a senior. Brewster is the one who's a junior, and that one just falls short. Martino gets the rebound. It's a rare miss by Holy Spirit. They have been phenomenal on offensive rebounds tonight. Not as successful, though, on that try, as it's 20-20. Martino looking towards his bench. Only 1 timeout has been called in this game, by Marcus Bullock in the first quarter. In the midst of that Holy Spirit run, Martino makes the man miss, goes inside. Gerchik just goes straight up and down, or maybe it was blocked. Several players down. Gerchik and Hartman both took a spill, but they're able to get back up pretty easily. And out on the right side now, that's going to be an offensive foul on Brewster, rather on Hartman. So he'll get pushed for that. I mean, listen, I think that's the right call. I think he just goes in, uses a little bit too much of his shoulder there to extend down. 5:45 left in the third. Only 2 points each on each side. Holy Spirit is going to get their first substitution ready, but not before Gonzalez goes up. Oh, man, that was really close. Gerchik went up, and that was really close to being dangerous because Jordan Gonzalez was going to run out of room. Honestly, the ball getting stuffed against the backboard might have saved them there. That was a really dangerous spot, but Jordan Gonzalez luckily is unfazed, and he'll go to the line for two. They're going to get David Nicholas ready to check in, and he will.
You know, Gonzalez wanted to dunk that ball, and number 12 for Holy Cross, Ryan Gerchik, just ran in an absolute straight line.
Two fouls on each side. Gonzalez 1 for 2. Gerchik rebound. Here comes Owens. Gets the screen from Gerchik. Owens too strong. And they'll let this one go out of bounds. Holy Spirit ball. Or Holy Cross ball, rather.
Tried to put a high off glass that time. Wasn't a bad decision by Owens. Nicholas checking to the game, face guarding Owens. Very, very close.
He's running out of time, finally gets it out, goes to Owens, back to the basket. Having to establish that pivot foot, he'll get it back over to Swain. Drives on the left, crosses over to the right, screen from Ganges. Back to the top. Owens to Swain, to Martino in the far corner, again doubling up on the ball. He'll flip it over to Swain, as it will be Martino. He's going to tell these gentlemen to slow down, and that's exactly what this game's going to be. You're not worried about scoring a lot of points. You just need to score more than the other guy. That's pretty simple, non-rocket science philosophy right there. Moving up, off the glass, no good. Ooh, Holy Cross wanted a travel. Wow, I don't know there. Gonzalez gets a burst of speed, and it goes.
Wow.
Ooh, what do we got here? Delay of game warning on Jordan Gonzalez. So the first is obviously a warning. Second would be a technical foul.
It was a good job to stay with it that time by Gonzalez. Gerchik kind of poked the ball out a little bit, but Gonzalez put it a little bit over his head and caught it in midair. Got that basket in, and now Spirit with now a 3-point lead.
Their biggest lead was 4 with 14-10. And again, that closed off their 10-0 run, extending from the end of the first into the start of the second. Right side, Martino at the volleyball corner, goes over, Swain crosses over, past Hartman, it's Swain, Ganges, fouled, no basket.
Floor.
It's on the floor.
Wow.
Wow, I don't know.
I don't hate the call. They were definitely fighting for it for a good amount of time on the floor. It only takes a couple of seconds.
You're right.
The shooting motion came.
I think that's 50-50. I'm not gonna put my 2 cents in it. As now going up, blocked, out of bounds, and no foul. Much to the displeasure of the Holy Cross crowd, as Jordan Owens.
This one might not get chippy. It might get chirpy. We might hear a lot of words go back and forth, Dan.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting here. They're cleaning up a wet spot on the baseline. They're asking for a towel. 3:40 left in the third. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of the National Adult Baseball Association. Registration is open for the spring of 2026 with games starting later this month. 20 teams across 4 highly competitive divisions. Visit SouthJerseyNABA.com for more information. While we're at it, let's take a look at the Holy Cross standings in the BCSL Liberty. We covered a BCSL Liberty team last night, West Hampton Tech. But again, this is a division that's got 3 contenders and 3 teams that did not have their best stuff this year. You had Holy Cross, you had Thrive, and you had West Tech. West Tech's going to go for a sectional final on Saturday. And then Holy Thrive is going to go for a sectional final tomorrow night. Actually, no, it would be on Saturday. They're hosting Point Pleasant Beach. Martino to tie, no good.
Great shot.
Good shot, just couldn't get it to fall. A little bit too strong there.
Absolutely.
Can't be mad at that with how open that look was. Gonzalez hands it off to Brewster on the right side. He's had a couple of clutch triples. He's been very stoic, very confident in his game. Gonzalez, that's a foul. Martino.
A lot of Holy Cross Prep fans wanted to walk on the Kevin Brewster right there, but he took the gather step. You will see a couple of a lot of high school really that work on their dribbling, that kind of study dribbling. They love to take that gather step in games.
Ooh, wow. More contact. Owens.
Wow.
It's going to be a foul on Holy Cross. They got to get this game under control. Students are not happy. Fans are not happy. It's now the 4th foul on Holy Cross. The refs got to put their foot down. They got to get this game in control. Marcus Bullock just walked away.
Very upset.
Yeah, Gonzalez will move over to the semicircle, right side. Now firing in. It will not go for Gormley. He'll get it back. Second chance. No good off the glass. It rolled over. Fading away. Nicholas. And the possession finally comes to a screeching halt with Holy Cross. Swain deep.
Oh, my goodness.
Downtown and then some to tie. Josh Swain, 23-23.
Damn, that was nearly at the hash mark, that three.
Wow. Okay, Gertrude got it back.
Beautiful defense that time by Cross.
Martino weaves through traffic. Owens, no good. Batted away. That's going to be Spirit ball. But a good effort by Jordan Owens to get that ball out of the air nonetheless.
Absolutely. That three right there could have brought the house down. I mean, wow.
23-23.
Very electric atmosphere.
This one goes up too strong. Second chance. No good. Gerchik rips it away. Here comes Martino. Foul.
My goodness.
It's going to be called on Brewster. That's 4 fouls for each side. If you'd like to make a contribution to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, you can send us anything you'd like on our Venmo. On DW Broadcasting. Actually, we do have a working on a Wi-Fi issue. Picking up some drop frames. We'll fix that as soon as we can. It's Swain at the top, back to Owens. Owens.
He's being guarded by Nicholas.
This one goes up, no good. But he'll get the rebound.
Oh!
There you go.
Three that time, Josh Swain. Another three-pointer by Swain. And this time, not to tie it, but to put his Lancers up by 3. My goodness.
This one will be trouble. Gonzalez gets it out. Wow. Back over. Right side. This is unbelievable. Brewster guarded by Martino. Spinning around. Fades away for 3. Good!
Oh, my goodness. Kevin
Put
Brewster.
that thing in a merry-go-round. Triple. Brewster.
Unbelievable.
26 all. Tied up in the third.
Oh,
This is an unbelievable game. Kevin Brewster, 10 points. And now Swain will hold.
Timeout.
And Marcus Bullock calls a timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. We'll take a breath, and so will they. 22 seconds left, 26-26.
Every game.
Welcome back. 22 seconds left. Holy Cross coming back from a timeout after some fantastic possessions. Josh Swain, 12 points, 4 triples. Gerchik right side. They got 10. Owens makes a man miss. Gerchik sets the screen. He runs into him. Owens fouled. That will be 3 shots for the senior guard.
And this is the time for number 11, Jordan Owens, to put his team up by 3. A very, very skilled three-point shooter. You got to give a lot of credit to number 0, David Nicholas, for the Spartans. As soon as he came into the game, the 6th man, the first person to check in for Holy Spirit, as Owens makes his first, tasked with the very, very hard duty of guarding Jordan Owens the entire way. And he's been man-to-man.
Owens' first shot is good. His second is also good. He'll have one more to send potentially Holy Cross into a 3-point lead. Nearing the tail end of the third, we're going to get a substitute ready after the shot. That's going to be Braden Yancic. No good, 2 of 3. Moving up the left side, Holy Spirit. They've got one, he heaves it, and it's off the top of the glass. Gonzalez took the 3, but after 3 here in Delran, anybody's game. 8 minutes to play, 28-26 in favor of the host, Holy Cross Lancers. Welcome back. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Damian Waiters on the call. Holy Cross taking a couple extra seconds to get out of their timeout. 2 great head coaches, Marcus Bullock, of course, in his 3rd year with the Lancers, taking over for the legendary John Valor. I mean, listen, they were good when John Valor was here. They went 15-14 in Bullock's first year, but they were an abysmal 2-8 in the BCSL Liberty. They went to 20-9 last season, and they've improved to 25-4. Now, with how many seniors are on this roster, it is to be determined who is going to, get the minutes next year. It's all 5 starters for Holy Cross that are seniors. They're going to walk in June. So who is going to be in the Lancers lineup next year? The only 2 juniors listed online are Jameer Aaron and Jalen Banks, but 0 sophomores and 0 freshmen. Wow. My one thing, though, it's a non-public school. They can find players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't have to be out of the pipeline. One gets away. Owens holds on to it after deflecting the contact.
Holy Cross wanted a blocking foul. Not enough contact, though.
And again, I think the precedent has to be set with how physical this game has been. Gonzalez moving quickly up the floor, and it's good. We're tied. That one falls that time from Hartman.
And Aiden Hartman was watching Josh Swain the entire time, timing his jump. He said, when you go up, I'm not going to go up. I need to make this layup.
Exactly. 28 all. Looking like a football score tonight from Holy Cross, but a low-scoring affair. Only 10 points on each side since the half. It was 18-18 at the halftime break. A couple of passes back and forth. Owens to Martino. Owens now to Swain. He's got 12 points. Intensity heating up. Bounce pass. Gerchik, right side. Stopping back. Left side now. Moving in, Ganges, he goes up and down. That's a travel. That's the right call there.
Great call. Absolutely.
6:24 remaining. Again, our next broadcast will be Saturday, March 7th, between Middletown South and West Hampton Tech in the Central Group 3 sectional final, led by Coach Setsuayo Bird. Looking for their third ever sectional championship. Brewster makes a miss. Gerchik contact, it's good. Kevin Brewster, the sharpshooter, 4 triples. Spirit leads by 3. 13 points for Kevin Brewster. Not a lot of guys can shoot the rock like him, but luckily for Kyle Dine, they've got another season of #1 in Absecon.
Yep, and that's something to love. That's something that Kyle Dine is going to love. The fact that Kevin Brewster, Jaden Kurtz, 2 guys only juniors, coming back.
Well, Kurtz is only a sophomore, so he's going to have another 2 years as that ball gets away. I mean, Spirit just needs a couple of handy possessions here. Admittedly, Holy Cross has been streaky in this game. They've struggled with offensive rebounds. They've struggled with, boxing out when they miss their own shot. And what I would say as well is that they have not been the most consistent. If they were the most consistent, guess what? They'd be winning this game by double digits. We saw it versus Rancocas Valley. We saw it when they played Lenape. When they are consistent, not a lot of teams can beat them. But Holy Spirit has found a way to channel and hack into that consistency against the Lancers. That's a foul. Jordan Owens is not thrilled. He's the short end of the stick on that foul. At the line is going to be number 24 in Sean Gormley, another junior forward in class of 2027. First shot is front iron. Kyle Dine and company went 18-10 last year, went 10-2 in the Cal United. But have to imagine maybe not required, but Holy Spirit and Vineland could be moving up into the Cal National next year. A lot of teams in that division, as Gormley's second shot is also no good. I'll go to Ganges. They lost in the Cal quarterfinal rather. No, they lost in the semifinals as the 10 seed to St. Augustine. They beat Morristown Friends in the first round of the playoffs last year, lost to Holy Cross. Swain for 5, no good. And I say for 5 as in for 5 threes tonight. But that would have tied the game. Instead, the crowd stays humble for another shot. And Kyle Dine will call a timeout as Gonzalez walks it out. 4:42 left in the fourth. Let's take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. This broadcast is brought to you by the Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators, or Dog Pro Wrestling, New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying events, non-stop entertainment throughout the Garden State. Visit dawgprowrestling.com for more information. They've got an event coming up this weekend at Rowan University for all Rowan students. You can also find them on Saturday, April the 4th at the South Jersey Geek Fest in Gloucester Township. They will have a table and an event at that game. Gonzalez, again, another crafty pass. You think he's going to take the shot, but at this point you should have learned. This time he does. This time it's off the side of the iron and a foul. Bit of a late whistle, but Hartman gets it called.
Yeah, Holy Cross really not happy with that call. They just feel like he really just going straight up. They really feel like Holy Spirit is jumping into the body of Ganges, of Gerchik. A lot of these calls, I wouldn't be too happy with them either. I mean, but Holy Spirit on the other side doing a really great job to draw the foul.
First shot is good.
32-28, and it's Holy Spirit's first multi-possession lead since the second quarter. Hartman now with 3 points. He'll go for 4. They're doing the Dwight Howard. Or that might have been, was that Rasheed Wallace that did that, where he counted out loud? Or no, it was Scott Skiles when he was the coach of the Orlando Magic. Or no, he wasn't even the coach of the Orlando Magic. It was when, I remember the story, but I'll digress as Martino, second shot missed. Never seen a student section do that before. That's awesome.
Never at all.
Oh, Brewster. Martino was able to stay on it. Was able to hold on to the basketball. He'll get this one back. Martino inside to Swain. Blocked. Foul.
Wow.
No, jump ball. Jump ball.
Jump? Oh. And they'll give it to Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit just went through the 5 stages of grief in 3 seconds. They went from denial to anger to acceptance all in one motion as they get the ball back after the jump. Gonzalez, nice lay, no good off the bottom of the rim. Gonzalez is hurt.
Gotta secure that
He's
rebound.
hurt. Gonzalez is hurt. He's hurt. They're playing 5-on-4 with the advantage. They're actually playing 4-on-4. Gerchik is hurt too. Now he gets back up. Gonzalez is limping. He's back on the play. Now back to 5-on-5. Swain, Martino for 3. Wide. Offensive rebound. Ganges. Out of bounds. Cross ball.
That has to be the main look. So much just happened right there. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and okay, Marcus Bullock will take a timeout.
Yeah, Bullock's going to call a timeout, but Gonzalez got something pinched on the floor. He was hurt. Gerchik was down. It's like we just had 2 roughing penalties. We were going to play 4-on-4 for a second, but instead of those guys going in the box, they were just on the other side of the court, and it was a weird situation. But luckily, everybody seems to be okay. I am curious, though, if Jordan Gonzalez will be able to stick it out. We'll stay here. But, no, as it is, we were talking about that moment. I do remember it, though. It was like 2011, 2012 when Dwight Howard was on the Magic. He took so long to shoot his free throws because technically you only have 10 seconds. So Scott Skiles just starts counting out loud, 5, 6, 7. And Dwight Howard got upset at it, so when he made the free throw, he kicked it the other way, got a technical foul. And that actually suspended him for 1 game because it was his, I don't know, the number of technical fouls you need in 1 season to be automatically suspended. More or less the Draymond Green rule. On the right side, though, got 3:05 left in the 4th. Foul. These whistles have been picking up, I will say. These whistles have really been picking up. 3:06 is on the board. 3 fouls for the Lancers, 2 for the Spartans.
And that's a foul that's been called on Kevin Brewster just a couple of times.
That ball gets kicked away. Go out of bounds again on the baseline. Just tried to save it that time was Kurtz. He's got 6.
It's just a part of playing good defense, though.
Gerchik lost it. Would have had an open 3, but the ball rattled in and out of his hands. Martino. Back to Owens. The toughest test outside of a Thrive or a Rutgers or a Rumson that the Lancers have received all year. Going up. Foul and 1. Jordan Owens.
Very strong take by Jordan Owens right there.
That's bold, but it worked out. Jordan Owens will go for the foul and 1. The and 1 is good. 32-31, anybody's game. Gonna come down to the wire tonight in Delran. Over on the right side, moving around, tips up a
Great
pass,
defense.
it's taken. Ball comes out, foul. Marcus Bullock staring down the official. And Ganges coming up limp, oh no. The injuries and the players getting beat up continue to rise as Ganges, he is wincing in pain. He was grabbing at his left knee. So Gonzalez got hurt. They're going to keep Ganges in the game. Not a lot of guys on this Holy Cross bench that have the power inside that Tristan Ganges does, so they're going to encourage him to continue if he still can. 2:15, 31-32. Spartans lead the Lancers.
Oh, my
and the
goodness.
lay! Jordan Owens gives Holy Cross the lead. Right side, Gonzalez. And timeout, Kyle Dine. Listen to this crowd. There's not many places like it. 33-32, we'll take a break. Welcome back to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you'd like to make a contribution to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, our Venmo is at DW Broadcasting. No spaces, no hyphens, not required by any means. But all three of us work in the game today. We're college students. We are trying to advance our careers in sports broadcasting. I'm at Rowan College of South Jersey. My producer, Vince, is at Camden County College. Anything that could help for travel expenses, equipment costs. He's going to have a foul on the floor. Again, that's at DW Broadcasting. No spaces, no hyphens. 1:40's on the clock. Marcus Bullock not happy about it.
And now Swain a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, a lot of these players, they're getting banged up. And if this game goes to overtime, that might become a factor because those players, that stamina is going to wear out.
Yep.
It's going to wear out fast if you're not at 100%. Ooh. Gonzalez. Right side, Brewster. He's played hero before, but he doesn't do it this time. Another man down.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
That was a very hard hit.
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Jordan Owens and Kevin Brewster collided at half court. Owens is face down. He's writhing in pain. And somehow both of those players are standing.
Oh.
Wow. And this crowd serenades Jordan Owens, who's going to go to the line. Holy Spirit, that's their fifth foul. I can't imagine the grit that it takes to go from being pile-driven at half court to now having to take two foul shots. He's not 100%.
He's looking at Marcus Bullock, talking to him.
He's got to take
okay?
it. I mean, listen. Lancers are up by one. You can rest when the team is out, but such resilience from Jordan Owens as he misses his first. This was going to stay a one-possession game no matter what. I wonder if they're not getting Yancek up off the bench. They're not getting anybody, so they're going to trust Jordan Owens to stay in this home stretch with 1:20 to play. He's got 7 points, and he gets the 8th as that one rolls. But a 2-point game here in Delran. I can't believe that both of those players are okay. I mean, that's a miracle right there.
Especially to be still in the game as well. I mean,
yeah,
my goodness.
I thought one of them would at least been subbed out. But this is the playoffs. Over on the left side, Gonzalez puts it up. No good. He had the hand in his face. Ganges gets it out. What's the call here? Foul, Holy Spirit. This crowd is electric. Holy Cross was eliminated on this floor by Rutgers Prep last year. They were the number 3 seed. Holy Cross was the number 2. I think, Hartman, I think, just fouled out of the game. That's going to be his 5th. So they will now sub in number 0 in David Nicholas.
Yeah, it's just
Ganges.
a lot of back and forth.
This crowd erupts. 57 seconds on the clock. Standing room only. Winner of this game plays Rutgers Prep and Bishop Eustace. That game tipped off at 7 p.m. And we don't have an update on the score yet. Second shot is good from Ganges. 2-possession game. Holy Spirit will need basketball to be on their side. With Hartman out of the game, fouled out. Inside, Gonzalez in one motion gets the basket, and Kyle Dine calls a timeout. So we'll wait. 42 seconds left, 36-34. We'll see what Holy Spirit's got in store right after the break. Welcome back. Kyle Dine coming out of the timeout. It's a 2-point game. Jordan Gonzalez picked up the basket. Marcus Bullock has 7 points. Marcus Bullock has 3 timeouts. Jordan Gonzalez picked up his 7th point on the basket on the other end of the floor. Kyle Dine down to his last timeout. He has 1 remaining. Gerchik to Martino. Does Holy Spirit foul intentionally? They're over the bonus. They're at least going to guard him and see if they can get the ball to pop out cleanly. 30 seconds. How long do they wait? If they make 2 foul shots, it's going to be a 2-possession game. And the foul is going to be in the corner. It's going to be on Holy Spirit, Sean Gormley, but they took about 15 seconds off the clock. There was 41 when we went to break. There's now 26 seconds in the 4th quarter. Here from Del Rand. The wooden bleachers of Holy Cross Prep Academy. No good. The window is open, if ever so slightly.
And this is exactly what they wanted. Kyle Dine kind of put a foul.
3-point game, Gerchik.
Good job, though, by Gerchik to go 1 of 2, though, absolutely.
Gonzalez picks it up right in front of his inbounder, Nicholas. He's got 20 seconds. Left side. Needs a 3, and if they settle for 2, they better be confident. Travel! Holy Spirit, dumbfounded. They will say it was, wow. I don't have a lot of words for that, but they're going to sub in number 12 for David Nicholas in Corey Larimore. Kyle Dine not happy, and it's a foul.
Wow.
I mean, listen, here's the thing, though. If it's a foul in the first quarter, it's a foul in the 4th. I'm sorry, if it's a travel in the first quarter, it's a travel in the 4th. If it's a foul in the first, it's a foul in the 4th. And if it's a travel in December, it's a travel in March. And you got to play the game by the letter of the law. That's exactly what they did, as now the door is back open for Holy Cross as he makes his first. Swain. Can't imagine Kyle Dine's going to have a lot of kind words, though, because if his season is over, then there's going to be definitely a lot of tension in the building tonight. Second shot is good. Josh Swain, 14 points, 15 seconds. Desperation, Gonzalez off the glass, tipped up, off the board, rebounded He'll get it out. That's a foul. Nicholas tugged at the jersey of Owens. Get your tickets to Piscataway. Look at this.
Marcus Bullock, hype.
15-14 in year one. 20-9 in year two. And to pull this off tonight, 26-4. First shot is good. This Holy Cross crowd has given us treats night after night.
Especially that student section. I
Yeah,
mean, my goodness.
they have brought the energy. This is a Thursday night. But Holy Cross with a 7-point lead can punch their tickets to Monday. The Argonauts or the Crusaders await, 41-34. Holy Spirit, who fell at the hands of the Lancers last year, now get another defeat to Holy Cross, this time by 7 points, as a lot of distraught in the warm-up line, or in the handshake line. Here we go. Celebrations in Delran can begin as for the first time, not for the first time. Let me rephrase that. Holy Cross is going to the sectional final on Monday, March 9th. Well, now that the celebrations have begun, let's talk about this game. Fantastic ball game by both sides.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you really saw Holy Spirit go into multiple defensive sets early on into the game. They started off in a man-to-man, tried to even it out with Holy Cross. They switched it up to a 2-3, came out to a 1-3-1, a 3-2. Everything just really was working for Holy Cross going into that break. Obviously, it was 18-all going into halftime, and they felt very, very confident. It's hard to speak of what kind of fell apart. I mean, I would say that shots really started to fall a little bit less for Holy Spirit. They looked a lot less. They got a lot less looks for Kevin Brewster, who was a very good factor, positive factor in the first half for Kyle Dine and his squad. And Holy Cross did a great job, able to really. I can't even think.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen so much, but Holy Cross is really able to come on top of that and see everything.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you.
and see everything that kind of went wrong for Kyle Don and his squad. We didn't see too many people for Holy Cross come into the game. Braden Yancey, kind of number 5, he had a couple of minutes, but it was really the starting 5, the senior squad coming through. They played all 32 minutes. They played hard, tough, and they love each other. They ride together. Marcus Bullock knows that.
Talk about that, that stamina that they have to be able to play 32, nearly full 32 minutes. Martino never subbed out of the game. Neither did Ganges, neither did Owens. I think actually Swain was the only guy that subbed out, and that was for Yancek, and that was like for 2 minutes.
Yes, a couple, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 99.9% of this game was played by the 5 that were introduced in the beginning, and that is incredible. And Holy Cross, if they play Rutgers Prep, they're going to have their hands full because one of their 4 losses is to Rutgers Prep. That was back on January 17th. It was the only, quote, losing streak that they had, but it was 77-59, and that was at a neutral site, Central Regional down in Bayville. You know, in that game, the 2 guys that really stood up was the sophomore William Brunson, who we all know is really going to be a star in Central and North Jersey, and then Rocco Loomis, the junior, put up 23. I mean, listen, this is Holy Cross's year. Last year they had Manny Doku and Liam Nessmeyer. Nessmeyer, a sharpshooter. Doku, a lot like a Swain or an Owens inside, can really jam it, can really get a lot of looks in. But they're going to have a new starting 5 next year. All 5 starters are on their way to walking in June. So as it goes, this is Holy Cross's best chance in Marcus Bullock's first few years here in Holy Cross, or at Holy Cross rather. That'll be their best shot. So I think going into Monday, they're going to have a weekend. They're going to be able to figure out, hey, maybe listen. I said during the semifinal last night that West Tech's going to most likely play Lawrence, and look what happened. Middletown South beat them. Who knows? Bishop Eustis could upset Rutgers Prep tonight. Is it likely? No. Definitely Rutgers Prep is favored, but you never know, because if you don't have what it takes in February or in March, you're going to be turning in your jersey at the end of the night.
Yes, absolutely. And it's something that you really, really just can't get by. I mean, even when you're playing, you feel as if you're playing your best basketball at the end of the season. In the county tournament, you might make it to the semifinal, you might win your county tournament, but it all really comes down to playing your best basketball at these times in February and March. And we've got March Madness in South Jersey basketball. It's something that's really, really beautiful to see. And like you said, Bishop Eustis playing they might not be the favorite playing Rutgers Prep, but they've had a great season, and they're really looking to overcome the Argonauts. But a tough task in Will Brunson and Rocco Loomis that they have to come over. Rutgers Prep, number 1 seed, the favorites to win this tournament.
Absolutely, they were one of the favorites last year when St. Rose was the number 1 seed. But St. Rose is out of the picture now. They were the number 8 seed and they got bounced in the first round. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait until a little bit later tonight in Piscataway to see, or in New Brunswick rather, to see who will face the Lancers as well. Rutgers Prep and Bishop Eustis is ongoing. It's 7:26, so who knows? That'll be all for us tonight. From our entire crew, our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Caleb Lane, Carson Rosso, and Fisher Giannotti, my producer, Vincent Focht, out of Camden County College, my color commentator, Damian Waiters. I'm Dan Wilkins. We will see you on Saturday for the sectional final in Central Jersey Group 3 between Middletown South and the West Hampton Tech Panthers. 41-34, Lancers over the Spartans of Holy Spirit. Have a good one, folks.